raising young boys who are becoming men. What advice do you give to your young men as they're going out into the world? Because it's such a polarizing environment. Now, if you ask a girl out at the water cooler, she could turn around and say, you made me feel uncomfortable, right? It seems like there's this almost overcorrection now where a lot of guys don't feel comfortable doing anything.
No, I worry about that environment for them. I mean, they're still young. My kids are young, so they haven't yet had to cross these bridges. But I do worry about that stuff, like the crazy Me Too, googly-eyed women who think anybody who doesn't ask for permission before they lean in for a kiss is the equivalent of a Harvey Weinstein. I mean, these women are nuts. I mean, I would say to any mother or father of young boys, go on offense. If your son gets, any inkling that he's in a Me Too situation over a nothing burger like the one I just outlined, you got to go on offense. You should send your son first to the dean to say, I'm being wrongfully disparaged by this woman, saying to her friends, I'm this or I'm the other thing, after a completely consensual activity. I would never let somebody do that to my kid, and I don't think anybody should allow it to happen to theirs. I do think that, part of the huge problem the Democrats have with young men is the wokeism. And it's like the irony of her saying they're pro-BLM. That's bullshit. But by the way, if they're saying they're pro-BLM, they're literally just saying it. They're saying it because they've been told they have to say, okay, I'm pro-BLM, and they have to post the black square on my Instagram or I'm canceled before I even get my first job. So she's too dumb to realize that it's just it's proactive. It's prophylactic. So secondly, I watch my kids go through this every other week at a non-woke school. Is Women's History Month, African American History Month, Native American History Month, Pride Month. Now we're in. Truly, the kids are like, oh, they don't feel any of these things. They don't feel like, I'm really super into Black history now. Tell me more about the great women of America and what they've done. They're like, and it's not just my kids who have, grown up with my husband and me being like that. It's all of them. They're all pretending. But these morons in the Democrat Party want to keep pushing it and, study syntax instead.